Hi dears, welcome back to the channel. It's Anna with you here. Nice to meet you. If you still don't know me, if it's not your first time here on the channel, welcome back. Come in, enjoy the video. And today, as usual, we have our update on the situation and on the recent news here in our sunny Spain. So let's start probably with the update on what's happening right now in Spain with the cases of this virus that just ruined our lives, basically, and stopped the world. So on the last 24 hours, we have approximately 34,291. So basically a little bit more than 34,000 new cases here in Spain. And the index of people being sick versus 100,000 people is 714, which is quite a lot. Usually when it's more than 25, it's already like not really under control, the situation, but it's almost 800. Like it's a little bit less than 800, but still it's quite a big number, sadly. Valencian community has announced some more restrictions here, and this is what they will be. They will start tomorrow on 21st of January, and they'll be here for 14 days. So if you were planning to travel to Valencian community or just come back here because you're residents here in Spain, if you have to come back, but if you can stay somewhere else, if you don't have to, please don't, because the situation is really, really ugly right now. So in Valencian community, there are some more new restrictions. First of all, they're going to close all the so-called hosteleria, which is bars, restaurants, cafes, and all kind of places where you can have a drink or have something to eat or snack. Everything will be closed. As for the day of today, bars and restaurants and cafes are able to open until 5 o'clock in the evening, 5 p.m. After this time, they are closed, and it's only possible to call them and ask something to take away and then come and pick it up. That's it. So from now, everything will be closed, but you still will be able to call them and ask the takeaway if you want to. It's just so that you won't be able to go there, have a breakfast or a lunch. Apart from that, they will close all the gyms and fitness rooms, fitness centers, everything that's to do with sports will be closed for the next 14 days. What about the shops and commercial centers like shopping malls and all that? Everything will be closed from 6 o'clock in the evening. So before then, so today, still today, all the shopping centers and shops are closing like at 8, 9 o'clock. Shopping center closes at 9:30, for example. But this won't be the case anymore. They all will be able to open until 6, and after 6, everyone has to be closed. What about the lockdown hour? So at night, we were not able to go out to the streets from, first of all, it was from 12 until 6 in the morning. Then they've put it 1 hour earlier from 11 until 6. And now we are on the lockdown from 10 at night until 6 in the morning. But the Valencian community president thinks that it's still not enough, and he wants to follow the case from Castilla y León, which is like the area right near Madrid. Madrid is situated in the center, and then on both sides of it, like Madrid is here, and on both sides you have Castilla y León and Castilla-La Mancha. So Castilla y León, one of the areas, they've decided to put the lockdown from 8 o'clock in the evening, which they really couldn't do by law because night lockdown is considered to be night one from 10 o'clock in the evening earliest. But they still did it. They announced that they have a lockdown from 8 o'clock, and our president of the Spanish government wanted to go to the judges, to go to the court, to somehow put some kind of a paper that would say, like legal document that would say, no, you cannot do that. But all the regions from Spain, like basically all the regions from Spain, have said that, no, we want to put ourselves the lockdown hour because it's not fair. We all have different situation, and if any area of Spain thinks that they have to put the lockdown from 8 o'clock or from 6 o'clock, they can do that. So by this, they basically are forcing the lockdown during the day for people without it being possible by the official law. The president of the government said that they are basically allowing it because all the regions want it. All the regions are against the government and say, no, we need it. So they just don't have anything else just to agree with it. They don't have any other choice, really. So this is basically what's happening. Our Valencian region probably will have the lockdown hour from 8 o'clock, starting from tomorrow. They will announce it today in the evening. And what the situation is in the hospitals. The hospital situation is quite bad right now, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie. Hospitals are full. The floors, like the rooms with the patients, are full. The ICU units are also full, especially with the COVID patients, and it's quite dangerous to get sick right now. So take care of yourselves, of your relatives. Try not to get sick right now because it's not really the best moment. People will just simply not get the attention that they will need if they get sick due to all the pandemics happening right now and the third wave that's just hitting us, basically. So this is what's happening. What else is happening here? We have IKEA, you know, IKEA, whatever name you put on it. We have it here also in Spain, and it's very, very popular shop with a lot cheaper things to buy for home and for decoration and furniture as well, of course. So IKEA here in Spain in spring will launch their sun batteries. For like sun panels to put at home. They are basically not that big and of different sizes. So anyone that even has an apartment will be able to buy one in IKEA from this spring. It's not only in Spain, they're going to launch the same project in Portugal as well. But since we're in Spain, in Spanish news, so we're talking about Spain. What they will do, they're saying that they're gonna put different sizes of batteries with different prices. They didn't announce the prices just yet, but they say that every person with their home is able to purchase at least one. And what will happen? So you will purchase a sun panel in IKEA, and then they're going to do the contract with the company named Contigo Energía, which is a company that's working with IKEA, which is a company that works with them and provides them the like service for maintenance for their solar panels. And basically this company will talk to you and will come to your home and install the solar panels. And starting from then, you will probably generate a lot of energy, because here in Spain, at least here in our area, and like a south part, in general in Spain, about 340 days a year are sunny days. So it's like the best area, the best option to put like solar panels to generate the energy. And what they say is that you will be able to minimize the costs of your bill for the electricity about 50%, so like a half. What will be happening is that they'll install the solar panel. You'll pay them some small amount just for maintenance, and that's it. And you have your solar panels in your house. IKEA uses as well right now the same solar panels for their shops. There are approximately 10 IKEAs in all Spain that uses the solar panels, and there are about 44,000 that they have on the roof. And about all the, like from all the energy that have these 10 shops with the solar panels as well, 85% of all the energy they consume is generated by these solar panels. Can you imagine how much money they like keep and not waste on the electricity bill? This is amazing. So all the people who want it will be able to buy it starting from spring. Of course, when we'll know some more details and how big they are, how small they are, if there's different sizes, which is said already, yes, but we have to check it ourselves. And about the prices, I'm definitely going to let you know. And another thing, very interesting thing happened here in Alicante area. People woke up today and they went to do some sports in one of the areas of Alicante, which is called Rabasa. There are like huge fields right there, we just don't have any buildings on it. Usually people go there to walk with a dog or just go do some sports. And today they went there and they were shocked because there were tons and tons, basically, of different clothes and shoes and accessories and a lot of different things just in the middle of the area. I'm going to put you a picture so that you would see all the magnitude of the clothing and the amount of things that were put in there in one night. So this is the picture. This is just shocking on how people were able to do it and why is the most important thing they did it. A lot of people speculate and say that this is some kind of organization that just put there the clothes because they are very good. There are some very good brands like Zara, Mango, I don't know, Stradivarius, Pull & Bear, Tommy Hilfiger, like a lot of different very known brands are in there, and clothes are in a very good condition that people can use, you know. So a lot of people think that, and the police thinks that this is some kind of organization that just had these clothes delivered to themselves and basically put them there so that people could take them and check them, and if they need something they could just take it home with themselves. But then the question, why do they just put it on the ground, on the dirty ground? Like, why not to leave it in boxes and says just take it with you, it's a gift, like, you know, do something else, something different. So no one really knows who did it, why they did it. A lot of people are just saying that maybe they just threw it there, maybe some kind of a shop or a fabric just was ruined and they didn't know where to put it and just put it there. But the good news is that a lot of people who usually come to the organizations like Red Cross, Caritas, and like Bank of Food here in Spain, they are getting some like information about this place, about this huge mountain of clothing and clothes and different accessories and shoes, and they are going there. More and more people are visiting this place just to check if they can find something for themselves, because the situation is difficult right now here in Spain for a lot of people, and if they can find something to be warm or for their children, for their relatives, then why not? It's not a bad thing to do, especially if you need it and you cannot do it by any other way. Sadly, but true. So this is what's basically happening here in Spain. And the last news that I wanted to let you know is what's happening with the education law here in Spain. You know that previously, a few months ago, I've told you that Spain will be changing their education law, which is called the law CELA. It started yesterday, and with this law, Spanish language, like Castellano, the traditional Spanish language, will not be the main language anymore here in Spain, which means that in all the regions that have dialects here, the regions will be able to completely erase the Spanish almost and leave it at a minimum amount, and all the other education will be input in the dialect. What is the case here in Valencian community, by the way? Valencian community has its own dialect, which is Valenciano. Not in all areas of Valencian community we speak in this dialect. For example, here in Alicante region, we don't speak in Valenciano. And normally they usually speak in Valenciano south part of Valencian community, which is Valencia region and region of Castellón. Here, mainly on the street, like as normal, we don't speak Valenciano. But schools do. So here in our region, they say that Spanish, like traditional Castellano, will be only 25% of all the subjects that they will study at school, which is basically some hours of Castellano and grammar and texts and all that, just Castellano, plus any other subject, just one. That's it. No more traditional Spanish, sadly, in public schools, just public schools. In private schools, it's different. They usually use either 100% English education, which is British curriculum, or they use half and half, which is the case of my school, for example, where my daughter goes. They have 50% Spanish, 50% English, and they have just 1 hour of Valenciano a week, which is just a blessing right now. So basically what they will have, they'll have 25% of Spanish, minimum 25% of Valenciano, and they need to have between 15 and 25% of English, which would be just perfect, but English is obligatory, and these 25% of English will be only in the last years of school and in professional preparing. Last 4 years of school, it's ESO and Bachillerato. It's when they prepare for exams. It's when they decide which kind of subjects they have to study for university, what they want to do in their lives, basically. And this is when they are gonna try and focus more on English. The rest is just maybe 1 hour of English in a week, and that's it. The rest is just Valenciano. So this is what's happening in our region, and a lot of schools will have to decide by March how much of a percentage they are basically wanting to have at school. But by law, it's only 25% of Spanish, so the rest will be probably all Valenciano and some English. That's it. This is just for you to know in case you want to move here, or if you already live here, as I know some of you do, and you want to know what's going to happen with public schools. As a result, a lot of people right now who are able to send their children to private schools and are able to pay the monthly fee, which is not low, to be honest, are thinking about sending their children to private schools just because they don't want their children to be learning in Valenciano or in any other dialect, because it's just somehow locking them down in this region and not letting them focus on different foreign languages, on learning Spanish, on learning English and any other language. You know, they're just learning in the dialect, which means that they will have to stay in this region. If not, this dialect is not really worth learning, you know. So this is basically what's happening right now in Spain. If there are going to be any urgent news, I'm going to let you know, definitely. But for now, we are definitely not being locked down for the whole day at home. The government said no. They're trying by all the other possible measures to minimize the amount of cases, but it will only be seen in about a week or a week and a half, because it needs some time for the results to be seen. So take care of you, your relatives, your loved ones, because the situation is not really good. We have to wait maybe just a little bit more, a few months more, and hopefully the situation will start getting better. So these were all the news for today. Thank you all for watching, for getting to know all the recent news together with me. Have a very, very nice day today, and see you tomorrow in the new video. Bye!